Hello everyone, this is Harkamal Sidhu with your weekly market report for Calgary. As we know that Bank of Canada has reduced the interest rates, and now the banks are reducing the interest rates on their mortgage terms as well. But there are some other factors that are going to also make a huge difference in Calgary's real estate market in the near future. So we know the interest rate has dropped, but at the same time, we just got actually unemployment numbers for Canada, and to our surprise, obviously, even though we were expecting that the unemployment will go up, but the difference has been quite significant actually across the board. So Canada's unemployment rate was at 6.2%, but for Alberta, it was at 7.2%, so about 1% higher than the average in Canada. So the surprising number is that Calgary is the second most unemployed city in Canada. So our unemployment rate was at 8.1%, behind Windsor, Ontario, which was at 8.5%. So there are a few reasons behind that. Obviously, as we know, that a lot of people are moving to Calgary, and that is part of it, and no, it's not that easy to find a job right away. And the other thing is that with just growing population, things are not clicking that quickly for a lot of people. But that will also make a huge difference on the real estate market as well in the near future. There is no doubt about that. So, but when it comes to even like the numbers for Toronto was actually at number 3, right behind Calgary at 7.9% unemployment rate. So those are really, really high numbers, no doubt. And even in the previous report that we did last week, we mentioned that Calgary's inventory numbers have started to go up. So we will talk about that today as well. And that actually can also put a little more pressure on sellers to sell their properties at a little bit less price. But again, we talked about this so many times in the past that all the affordable properties that are listed below 600,000 that are priced right, that are still running into multiple offers. There is no doubt about that because we don't have enough inventory. So now let's take a look at the market for the past 1 week. We had 976 new listings. That's pretty close to 1,000. We had 109 properties that came back onto the market. 360 properties saw price decrease, which is a huge number. We know that all the properties above 700,000 or 800,000, they are adjusting prices. So there is a little more inventory getting added to properties that are above 700,000 or 800,000. Price increase, there were only 28 properties that saw price increase. 578 properties went pending, sold. Now, in the past, I hope you guys remember that our numbers were pretty similar to new listings and sold properties. But now, in last 1 week, 802 properties got sold, which is quite significantly less than new listings. There were 23 properties that expired, withdrawn. There were only 6, and terminated were 140 properties were terminated. That's a pretty big number as well. So as I mentioned, there is a shift in the market, and obviously unemployment, and you guys, some of those who are actually have invested in Calgary probably realize that rental market is slowing a little bit as well. So unemployment is quite high, 8.1%, and let's see how actually that really comes into play in our near future and what kind of impact it'll have on our real estate market here in Calgary. Thanks for watching.